So it still kind of blows my mind that you can go to the library and get books for free. But not just that you go into the library, into the public physical space, and it's the luck of the draw to see what kind of books are there that you can get, but that you can go online and request the books you want. And if they've bought the book, if they have it, you can get it at some point. You can request it to be sent to the library closest to you. You can just, when they send you a notification by email, you don't have to keep going to check. They let you know when the book comes. And then they say, yeah, you could take it home. You could keep it at home for about 3 weeks. And you can do that with 50 things. I can't believe. So I've had a New York Public Library card for many years. And my library card expired. And you need to be there physically in order to renew it. They do that every 3 years. It's never been a problem because I was living in Manhattan. And I could go to the library close to me and renew it. But now, even though I'm still living in New York City and still qualify for that card, I'm just not able to go. There are lots of reasons. Number one being that my daughter's in school and I don't want to be too far away when she's in school. And when she's not in school, it takes too long to get to Manhattan. And on the weekends, just no bueno. In any case, that's not the point. That's not the point. The fact is that my New York Public Library card has expired, but I now have a Queens Public Library card, which is where I live. I live in Queens, FYI. I don't know if you guys knew that. But yeah, so I have another library card. So I have my New York Public Library card, which when I go to renew it, I'll have it. And I have my Queens Public Library card, and each one of those entitles me to check out 50 items. So technically, when I go, and my daughter also has a card, she could also check out 50 more items. With all of that, I could take home 150 books from the library into my house. I'm not going to do that. But I did get 5 books that I just wanted to share with you real quick. First one is The Fire on High. With The Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. You will see this in my TBR video because it's a book that's been on my TBR. I needed to read it for a challenge. I actually picked it up a few days ago and I read it and I love this book. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a spotlight video, so you'll hear me chat about that. This book, fantastic. YA, but YA that appeals to just about everyone. So yeah, that is one book. The other things are books that have been on my TBR, my 2022 TBR, Classics and Backlist TBR challenge that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. I have these books. Some of them are popular titles. Some of them are books from the Western canon. The books that people mention, the books that show up on lists, and books that I want to read because I want to do well on those lists. Book List Thursday is coming tomorrow. I hope you guys are ready for it. But yeah, 4 titles that were on my TBR for this year that I have gotten access to, and I'm very excited. One is The Wonderful Adventures of Mrs. Seacole in Many Lands, autobiography of Mary Seacole, who was a Jamaican nurse. I think she was Creole. I think she may have been a Creole woman. But I'm going to be reading this very soon. I think, I could be wrong, but I think this actually qualifies for Victober. Am I correct? Yeah, she was born in 1805, and this book was published in 1858. Yeah. Are you finished? Good job. Yay. There you go. Look at my big girl. She came from school. She don't want to be on the video, but that's okay. She's here. So yeah, Wonderful Adventures of Mrs. Seacole in Many Lands. Autobiography of Mary Seacole is on my TBR. Just got a brand new Penguin copy. Just got a brand new Penguin Classics copy from the library, so very excited to have that. A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mystery is on my TBR. I have never read anything by this author, but this book comes up a lot on trivia. Jeopardy mentions this author. This book comes up a lot on lists. So I want to read it. I don't know much about it, but I did hear Sean from Sean the Book Maniac mention this author a few videos ago. I think Sean was doing a book haul, and he got, or it might not have been a book haul, he was talking about this author and saying he has one more book left to read from this author, and because Mystery hasn't published anything recently, he's waiting. He's waiting because he doesn't want to read everything and not have anything else to read from this author. So yeah, you know, when Sean loves a book, I just automatically feel like that book goes up on my TBR priority list. So A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mystery, got this one from the library. It's not brand new, but almost. Like, these books have a little shelf wear, but they don't look like they've been read. You know, they don't look like they've been read. Another book that, man, has been on my TBR for the longest while, Ian McEwan's Atonement. I read his Booker-winning novel, Amsterdam, years ago. Read that from the library as well, but don't have a physical copy myself. It's a Booker-winning book, so eventually I need to get a copy from my Booker collection. But Amsterdam is his Booker-winning book, but Atonement, I think, is his most popular novel, his most popular publication. So every time this author shows up, every time a book by this author shows up on the list, it's always this title. And yeah, so I need to read it. Atonement by Ian McEwan. This one has been read. This one has been read, but that's good, right? I love it when you get to these free books from the library that are in good condition. This one is not in such great shape, but most copies that I have seen of Rabbit Run by John Updike have been well worn. And I think that's a testament to how the book has been received. A lot of the copies, it seemed like, have been read and loved. Read and well read. So if you watched my book haul a few videos ago, I did an unboxing here on the channel, and I showed you some books that I had bought, used copies through Amazon Marketplace, and I'd gotten a copy of this that I did not like and felt like it was misrepresented because I bought it as a like new or very good condition, and it was like dog-eared and stuff, and I didn't like that. So I'm gonna buy a brand new copy because I want to have a copy. I want to have this in my collection. But in the meantime, I got this copy from the library, and it is a little beat up, but it's in readable condition, and I'm going to be able to send it back to the library when I'm done, and maybe get my brand new pristine copy to put on my library, my bookshelf. So that's my plan. So yeah, Rabbit Run by John Updike, Atonement by Ian McEwan, Rohinton Mysteries, A Fine Balance, Wonderful Adventures of Mrs. Seacole in Many Lands by Mary Seacole, and With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. Those are the 5 books that I have gotten from the library recently. Let me know in the comments down below if you go to your public library or if you get books sent to you or sent to your library for you to pick up. Let me know. Let's chat about your experiences in the library in the comments. So yeah, I have to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's chat down there. And until we come back for another video, happy reading. Bye.